Hello everybody, welcome back to the Pokémon Red version playthrough. Last time we went through the relatively annoying and inconvenient rock tunnel, and we arrived here in Lavender Town, which is a lot easier on the eyes than Vermilion City. I think everything is, though. So, Lavender Town is not my favorite town. It sorta doesn't have that much going on. It's really not even all that important. That's odd, Mr. Fuji isn't here. Where'd he go? You may be wondering, why is Scoops in random houses talking to people? This is really Mr. Fuji's house. He's really kind. He looks after abandoned and orphaned Pokémon. Yeah, this Mr. Fuji guy is going to be relatively important later. I say relatively because we're only gonna see him for like a few seconds. So I'm just gonna take you through a quick tour of the places of interest here in Lavender Town. Mr. Fuji's house was one of them. And this is the Pokémon Tower. Yeah, this is basically one big giant cemetery for Pokemon that, I guess, die in battle. I don't know if it's specified that they have to have battled, or what. But, yeah, I'm not a fan of this area. This is actually a dungeon. And what we're gonna have to do is... Oh yeah, there's Flopple. We're gonna actually have to go up all the way to the top of this area, to get something. Hey, Scoops, what brings you here? Your Pokémon don't look dead. I can at least make them faint. Well, come on, man. A time and a place. I mean, this is not the area to be making a joke like that. Assuming that's a joke. Does that qualify as a joke? Well, either way, we're gonna kill him. Rather, we're going to faint him, his Pokémon. And as you can see, we're a little bit over-leveled for this point in the game. And Pidgeotto just got burned. I don't know if we've seen the burn status effect yet. It's basically like poison, except the difference is mostly in that poison will continue to harm your Pokemon outside of battle, like upon taking so many steps, whereas burn actually does not do that. Burn just damages you in battle. However, burn also will temporarily lower the burned Pokemon's attack stat, so they'll be doing a little bit less damage. Growlithe. I will switch out for this. Let's send out Bio. And unfortunately, Bio still doesn't have a ground move. I wish he did, but that's not the case, and I don't believe he actually gets any ground moves in first generation. I may be wrong about that, he might get Earthquake. That would be nice. And Execute. Clearly we must go with Punk. I don't believe we've actually seen Execute yet. This is a Grass and Psychic type. I don't really like it, mostly because it's a pain to raise. It starts off with this stupid attack called Barrage, which is this relatively weak multi-hit move. And the thing with Execute is that it's a special attacker, and therefore it can't use a physical attack, like Barrage. So you're pretty much forced to kinda not really use it in battle, just kind of switch it in and out so it gains experience points. And yeah, I really don't like that. And I see we now are fighting a War Turtle. I don't remember if Flopple had this before or not. He may have just evolved it. Or it could have been like that the last time I fought him and I'm just really unobservant. Doesn't even have any hands. and now it doesn't have any consciousness. Level 32! Yay! You stinker! I took it easy on you too. Sure. How's your Pokédex? Oh yeah, that thing I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm really not. Caught a Cubone. I don't really know why you would want to catch a Marowak when you could just evolve a Cubone. Alright, bye. Please walk as slowly as possible. Alright, so, what we can do is we can talk to this lady. Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A Sylph Scope might be able to unmask them. Yeah, this is part of the reason why I really don't like this area. Basically, this area has a dumb gimmick in which you can't actually make any progress because of this thing. Darn, the ghost can't be ID'd, and I guess that's talking about the Pokédex. And so, I'm just gonna show this off real quick if we try to fight this thing. Numbers is too scared to move. Yeah, there's nothing we can actually do. So, the game doesn't tell you that there's nothing you can do. I mean, obviously this lady here tells you about the Sylph Scope, which is an item that we're gonna have to go obtain, obviously. But yeah, we can't do anything here. Not yet. Not yet. But soon enough, I'm gonna guess probably within the next 2 videos or something like that, you'll be able to come here and finish this area. Now, the last guy that I would like to show off, or rather the last place of interest, is this guy, the Name Raider. Now, this guy is pretty cool in that if you were to say yes, you could select any of your Pokemon in your party, and he would allow you to rename them. It's not really that useful, but I appreciate that it's there because I'm someone who likes having the option to, you know, do that sort of thing. I don't like when nicknames are just set in stone, boom, you can't change it. But yeah, I'm not going to be using him. And so after a quick healing, we can move on. To the south is actually a route, but I don't want to go there yet, mostly because there's no point in going that way. It's going to be blocked off on— oh my goodness, my eyes. I apologize for that. This is— anyways, this is a route, and yeah. It's a reasonably short route, so I'm just gonna go on ahead and show this off, and get to the next town. You do have to do this, by the way. Lavender Town is not optional, and this route is also not optional, to my knowledge. So, I apologize in advance, but this is pretty much a filler episode of the playthrough, just because really there's nothing I can do that will advance the plot. Because I know you all care about the plot of this game so much. It's just so amazing. Die, Clefairy! Thank you very much. Give me your experience points. I guess I'll switch to Kuro. Just because then we can do some super effective damage. Yay! Stop! Don't be so mean to my Clefairy. Well, maybe you shouldn't send it out into battle. I'm sorry, but you brought that upon yourself. I'm a rambling, gambling dude. I'm not really sure how to feel about that intro thing. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with your hand? The hand that he was holding a die in just looked so deformed. I can never get over that sprite. It just looks so weird. I know a lot of the sprites in this game look really weird, but that one especially just looks strange. That's Roar. Roar is useless in trainer battles. I'm pretty sure I explained what Roar does, but just in case I didn't, I'll go on ahead and explain again. In a wild battle, you use Roar to actually escape from battle. However, when you're fighting a trainer, Roar is supposed to actually switch out your current opponent with another Pokemon in their team. However, in Generation 1 it doesn't do that, so Roar is pretty much useless. Whereas in the later games, Roar is actually somewhat like a strategical move in competitive play, but I'm not really that much into that, so I couldn't tell you. Missed the big score. Yes, you did. I don't even know what that means. This is a bush we could use Cut on, but there's really no reason to. You need strategy to win at this. This is true, you do need strategy to win this children's monster collecting Japanese RPG. Oh my goodness, this is Grimer. Grimer's a poison type, in case you couldn't already tell. I don't really like Grimer. It's kind of like a defensive Pokemon, and poison types are just terrible in general, so... Well, let me correct that statement. Poison types pre-Generation 6 are terrible. Since I haven't actually played X and Y, I don't know if poison types are any better. I would imagine they are, since they gained a type effectiveness against the new type. And here's Muck. Muck, in case you couldn't tell, evolves from Grimer. What are you disabling? Scratch, that's fine, I'm not using that. I like Muck's design, and that's about it. I think I used one once, and it wasn't really a pleasant experience. But anyways, he's dead, so... Yay, leveling up. And what do you have? Another Grimer? Okay. Let's go with Bio, just because I realize that because this is a poison type, there's a chance I could get poisoned. And I don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. We don't want poison. And of course, now you're not using a poison move. Good job. It's not logical. Okay. Alright, what do we got over here? Something's going on, I guess. I'm gonna go out and switch my team around a little bit. That's not what I meant to press. Switch with Bio. I like Nidoran, so I collect them. Where did the other trainers go? Okay, I don't know if that was just an emulator thing, or if that's really what the game does. Anyways, I totally didn't plan that, you know, this was going to be a poison-type trainer, and that I would be sending out a poison-type Pokemon to absorb possible poison-type hits. No. Of course it isn't. Why would you even suggest that I would plan that ahead of time? And I think this is the first time we've seen Nidorina. Nidorina evolves from Nidoran female, and I'm not really crazy about it. Like I've said before, I'm not too fond of the female side of the Nidoran family, just because they're more defensive. And generally how I play RPGs, I need killing power, which Nidorina does not supply. Why? Why? Calm down. School is fun, but so are Pokémon. School is fun. I'm sorry, I'm trying to wrap my head around that statement. But here's a Coughing. Coughing is another poison type, and this Coughing is actually not rendered correctly. The skull and crossbones is supposed to be underneath its mouth. So, good job, Game Freak. And there's Smog. Smog is like the worst poison move ever. It's like it is even worse than Poison Sting. Because it's less accurate, and I don't know if it's weaker, but it's pretty weak. I'll stay with School. You do that, person. And yes, I am going to walk around them every single time, I guess. Meowth is so cute. Meow, meow, meow. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Oh my goodness. What? A Meowth? What? That's just... How could you have possibly predicted that? That's so crazy. I thought for sure that you were gonna have, you know, a Growlithe. Or an Ekans. Meowth, oh my goodness. You fooled me! And level 32. Huzzah! And another Meowth. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all three of our Pokemon are Meowths. Meowth. Meowths? Again, I have to bring this up. What is the plural of these names? Screech. Okay. That is actually somewhat of a good move to use on Punk, since Punk has, like, no defenses whatsoever. So that would mean you could probably kill it with one attack. That is, if we weren't so over-leveled anyway. But we are, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Meow! Okay then. I'm going to again switch these around, give Punk some more experience. We're gonna need Punk very soon, actually. Because of the next gym. We must look silly standing here like this. I don't actually know why they're standing here. I thought one of them explained why they were there, but maybe not. Pidgey. We will kill Pidgey with Peck. We're gonna get a better flying move for Punk, I swear. He does get a pretty decent move. But for the time being, we're just gonna have to live with Peck. And so I guess this is just generic normal type girl. Okay, no it isn't. Nidoran. And so do you also have a Nidoran female? Oh no. Okay, cool. I was worried that would poison me. That would make me a very sad Spinda. Meowth, okay. So, I guess you don't have a Nidoran female? Do you? Answer my question? No, you don't. Instead, you have the mascot. Sure. I don't know why I just used Peck, because that won't be very effective. Okay, but it killed Pikachu anyway, so that works. And level 32! I pressed A too quickly. Okay. Look what you did! Ah, boo-hoo. Saffron's gatekeeper won't let us through. Oh, that's right! Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I forgot all about this stupid... It's not even a plot point, it's just a way of... It's the game's way of preventing you from going places it doesn't want you to go to. I think this is a trainer? Yeah, it is. Alright, let's roll the dice. Are we playing a different game now? We playing Fortune Street? Poliwag. theoretically, this is not a good type matchup, but really, at this point, there's nothing this thing can do to really do that much damage. See? Plus, Poliwag is kinda not very good in terms of, you know, stats. And you have another one? Okay, I guess in this case I will go ahead and switch out, just because I'll have a way of KOing this thing faster. And like I said before, Punk will be very useful. Numbers is also going to be very useful for this next gym. And he's going to become even more useful if I can finally evolve him. That would be nice. And Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl's kinda cool. Obviously evolves from Poliwag. And there's one more evolutionary stage, which comes after Poliwhirl, and you probably wouldn't really notice the difference at first, because they look almost exactly the same. Which is kinda silly. Kinda the same thing with Grimer and Muck, really. Drat came up short. Alright, and I believe there's, yeah, this guy. You look good at Pokémon, but how's your chem? What? Oh, chem, like chemistry. I assume. Is this a super nerd? Yeah, it is. I don't know why the super nerds look so creepy in this game. Like, why are they on the ground? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy, because she's in danger. And now Voltorb is dead. Voltorb, the most imaginative Pokemon. And coughing! I don't know why I didn't switch to Bio, but oh well. Numbers needs the experience points, because I really want him to evolve soon. Because like I said, he'll be really useful for the next gym if I can evolve him. Voltorb again. Sure, why not? Is this all you have, just Voltorb and coughing? Magnemite, okay. If this was 2nd gen onwards, then we could deal super effective damage, but oh well. Because Magnemite becomes a Steel type. Steel and Electric in the later games. But Steel doesn't exist in this game. Neither does Dark. Which means certain moves that would later change to a different type are like normal in this game. Like Bite is a normal type move. Which makes sense, in all fairness. Right, I feel the need to show this off just because this is what those people were talking about. I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty though. Oh, wait there, the road's closed. Yeah, we can't go this way, because the game doesn't want us to. We'll have a way of dealing with that guy later. What do you have to say? The department store in Celadon has a great selection. Thank you. So this is the underground path. There are a few of these throughout Kanto, and generally I don't really find them all that useful. We only use this one because we have to. I heard a sleepy Pokemon appeared near Celadon City. Yep, we heard about that earlier, and I think we actually saw it too. So this is the other side of Saffron City. So this is a different gate. This is not the one we just went into, but there's a guard who says the exact same thing. It's like there's 4 guards and they all have some kind of shared consciousness or something. I don't really get how that works. But now we're in Celadon City. And yeah, I like the music here. I'd like it even more if I could actually hear it, but due to the fact that I'm recording, I kind of have to have the sound really low. Alright, so here in Celadon, there is a Team Rocket member. Yeah, totally not suspicious at all. There's really not a whole lot to do in here. There's the department store that one woman mentioned, which is basically just a glorified Pokémart. You can buy a whole bunch of items in there, Pokeballs, potions, and you can actually buy these stat boosting items, like protein and HP up and such. And this is the other main, I guess, attraction of this town, the game corner, which is this building right up here. Yeah, the playground for grown-ups. That sounds kinda dorky, I'm gonna be honest. So that's one of the other things that you can do here. And the final thing is actually down here. Using cut on this bush will allow you access to the gym of this town. What are you staring at? I don't know. What are we staring at? Jerk. So let's go in the game corner, 'cause why not? Games are scary. It's so easy to get hooked. Yeah, this is basically just a bunch of slot games. You can do this, so you can actually play these games and get coins, and you can trade the coins in for prizes, like for, I think you can get a Dratini, a Porygon, and something else, I don't remember. I think it's Scyther, depending on if you're playing red version or blue version. I may be wrong about that. Welcome, you can exchange your coins for fabulous prizes next door. Why not just let me exchange them here? Why would you have an entire building made just for getting prizes? Anyways, let's talk to this totally not suspicious guy at all. I'm guarding this poster. Go away, or else. Sure. Because it's totally normal to just guard posters. Raticate! Oh my goodness, for once this Raticate is legitimate, because Rattata evolves into Raticate at level 20. And now it's dead. And level up. Huzzah! I keep doing that. Skipping through the level up stat thing. Anyways, Slash, we will learn Slash, because really we don't need... I'm gonna get rid of Leer, because I'm just never gonna use it. But Slash will be nice to have, because it's stronger than Scratch and Cut. And you have a Zubat. Let's stick with numbers. Just switch these around real quick, and let's use our newfound Slash. Beautiful. I probably won't be using it that often though, because like I've said in the past, Numbers is supposed to be a special attacker, and Slash is a physical attack. Our hideout might be discovered. I better tell Boss. Not the boss, and he just walks off screen. By the way, yeah, I don't know where he went. I mean, I do know where he went, but I don't know how he did this, because what we have to do is examine the poster. Hey, a switch behind the poster? Let's push it. Push the poster, or this? Oh, the switch, duh. But clearly he would have had to have pressed this, and then this would have appeared. But then it would have disappeared, and I don't understand. Anyways, welcome to the next dungeon. I'm not gonna do this right now, because this is a long dungeon. Relatively long anyways. So I'm gonna save that for the next part of the Pokemon Red version playthrough. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time when we take on the Rocket Hideout in Celadon City. See you all then.